Busy day, a first day, Tracy.
That's right. And not only did the prosecution and defense deliver their opening statements, today was the first day of testimony. And we got a closer look inside what prosecutors say is Eligo Bishop's cult, Carbon Nation, as a victim took the stand. Now, Eligo Bishop is charged with rape, false imprisonment, and sending nude or sexually explicit videos of the victim without consent that prosecutors say he posted as revenge porn. So far today, we heard opening arguments on both sides as the prosecution described Bishop as a controlling cult leader who traveled with his group from country to country for years, brainwashing followers into following his rules. The defense claimed that the cult itself is irrelevant and any sex or videos were consensual.
You will hear that there was this atmosphere of fear and violence within the group, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Who was going to be next? What the defendant did with that power. The answer to that, the evidence will show, is sex. Nobody said no to the king.
This is not a complicated case, but it becomes extraordinarily complicated when we tie in a bunch of other stuff that doesn't have to do with March 24, 2022. She described making love. And we're all 14 of you guys are adults. You know there's a wide discrepancy from someone making love versus someone being raped.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that local
versus someone being raped.
Now, the victim took the stand, and right before lunch, the defense called for a mistrial after the victim described violence against another woman. But the judge denied that. Now, coming up, you'll hear the victim's testimony on what it was like being inside that cult and what happened when she tried to.
Day one in the DeKalb County trial of an alleged cult leader accused of rape.
Eligo Bishop was arrested in April of 2022 after a former member of the Carbon Nation cult accused him of rape and false imprisonment and claims he posted sex videos of her online as revenge. 11 Alive's Tracy A. McPeer has been following this case for us. She just stepped out of the courtroom. And Tracy, you're joining us live now with an update.
That's right. It's been a very emotional day in court with opening arguments. Then we heard from the victim in court for the first time.
I wasn't able to go. I felt like I couldn't. I felt powerless. And he kept telling me that he wanted to just do it one more time, just one more time.
On day one of Eligo Bishop's trial, the victim took the stand, explaining the power she says Bishop had over the members of his cult, Carbon Nation.
I was basically his disciple, and then he would make me his lover and take me and become his wife.
Bishop is facing a number of charges after the victim, a former member of Carbon Nation, accused him of rape and false imprisonment and says he posted sex videos of her online as revenge for leaving him.
What the defendant did with that power. The answer to that, the evidence will show, is sex. Nobody said no to the king.
In opening arguments Thursday, DeKalb County prosecutors described Eligo Bishop as a power-hungry cult leader that abused his members.
You will hear that there was this atmosphere of fear and violence within the group, waiting for the other shoe to drop. Who was going to be next?
The defense claiming the sex and the videos were consensual and that she was able to leave.
She packed her bags. Nobody stopped her from packing her bags on. She was able to get her paintings out of the storage. Nobody stopped her from doing that.
The victim claims there were many rules in the cult and punishments for those who broke the rules.
When you disrespect Eligo, you would either go in the corner or do squats or be reprimanded or shunned.
Eventually, she says those punishments included violence and beatings from Bishop and the other members.
He used a belt, a leather belt, to whip her over 50 to 100 times.
The victim admits she was a member of the cult 3 different times. And as she was leaving for the final time, she told him no to sex repeatedly before finally saying, okay.
And how many times do you think you told him no before you said okay? If you just had to...
so many times I couldn't count. He interrupts me and says, shut up. You're my property. You're not going anywhere.
Now, the prosecution also played clips of the sexually explicit videos that were posted on Bishop's site. That was one of the more disturbing parts of the trial so far. Now, this trial will resume tomorrow morning at 9.
In a